Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to South Central as we have a playoff game here today between the Washington Township Senators, who are 5 and 12, against your South Central Satellites at 14 and 8. South Central's coming in with a 6 and 1 record in Porter County. Washington Township's 2 and 5. It's going to be a number 2 versus number 5 matchup today here. My name is Aiden Thatcher alongside my co-host Dusty Carrasco. We're here with Reagan's Corner Sports. So, Dusty, you got any guys you're looking out for today? Any names that we should keep our eye on?
Yeah, I think a couple names. One would be Bradley Farrell, just because he's had a really good season and he's looking to continue that today in a very critical game this tournament. I think also Brandon Young. I mean, he's had an alright season. I think that he knows that he could be having a better season. So I think getting him going today, I think that will be crucial to this satellites team and winning this game.
Yeah, I agree. I think Brandon Young has to have a big role today. Obviously, he's the leading base stealer here for the Satellites with 18. Also has a 967 fielding percentage, so only one error this year. Has got two RBIs the other day. Had a big win against Lacrosse, 10-4. Played very well. Bryson Glissick also had two RBIs, so the two of them played very well. I'm looking for him and Zach Hampshire, who struggled the other day, went 0 for 4. Looking for him to come out, be aggressive, set the tone. See how Zach Coulter manages the bases today. Eager to see how aggressive they are in the base pass. Obviously, Jacob Oman will get the pitching duties today. He has 16 stolen bases. We talked about Brandon Young with 18. Matt Knight has 4. Zach Hampshire has 16. So plenty of guys in the starting lineup that can swipe a couple bags. But the story of the game against Lacrosse was Braden Grass's pitching, 11 strikeouts, only 2 walks, had a no-hitter through 5 innings. And I know Dusty and I disagreed with him getting pulled out of the game in the 5th inning, but we understand that we weren't sure how many pitches he threw, but he's one of the better pitchers on this satellite team, so I'm sure Zach Coulter wanted to save him for another day. So understood it from that perspective, but would have liked to see the kid, go out and witness a little
Yeah,
history there.
um, yeah, it's kind of tough seeing that. I mean, but you can also understand his decision, just because he was maybe trying to save one of his best pitchers. But in the perspective of the no hitter, that was kind of hard to watch. Um, but yeah, they still got the win either way. And I guess the conference standings haven't been updated because before Monday's game they were 6-1. So with the win against Lacrosse, they should be 7-1 in conference play. So they're actually one win better in conference.
Yeah, so they should be 7-1. That's my fault. I don't know why they updated on the schedule, but for some reason the numbers didn't go up. So, yep, you're right. They are 7-1. They're going to be the number 2 seed. Obviously, Boone Grove will be that number 1 seed, the only undefeated team in Porter County. But some keys to the game, Dusty. What do you think are some keys that the Satellites need to do today to get the win?
I think that the satellites they really have to limit their errors, because I think errors is one of the biggest things that will win or lose you a ball game. So I definitely think that they'll have to um, you know be really good on the fielding side.
Yeah, I agree. Like when we watch, these Satellites play well, and for them to come out on top. They usually, like you said, limit those mistakes, but Andrew Wazar is going to get the start at catcher day, and the both of us always rave about how great he is back there defensively. Has an extremely high fielding percentage, 991. Has a great arm as well. So eager to see how he does today. Matt Knight is going to be batting seventh, so Wazar is just going to be doing the catching duties. Matt Knight will be in that seventh spot batting. So eager to see how the relationship between Omen and Wazar, especially early on, trying to get as many guys out as early as possible. But I agree. I think they have to play a key game. I also think the stealing in their legs on the base path is going to be a major component to this game. I think that Zach Coulter is going to be very, very aggressive on the base pass, as we saw the other day, Dusty, with the Bradley Farrell stealing home. That was pretty exceptional. So excited to see what he's got in store for us today. But excited to see Jacob Omen pitch as well, too. I mean, he's going to be getting his seventh appearance this year, has a 4.92 ERA, and he's 2-0. So when he pitches, the Satellites win. So excited to see how he does today. He'll be batting in that ace spot, 17 RBIs as well, 2 triples, 400 on base percentage. So excited to see what he can do today. But these Satellites, I think another key thing is staying disciplined at the plate. You know, this team doesn't strike out a lot. They don't swing at pitches outside the zone. They take their walks. They're really smart at the plate. So I think as long as they do those three things, limit those errors, be disciplined at the plate, and try and just overall just stick to their strength, which is stealing and, you know, trusting their legs, I think the Satellites are going to come out on top. I don't know about your prediction, Dusty, but I think the Satellites are going to win this game. And I want it to be competitive, but, I mean, I think these Satellites are hot. I think they're going to win 15-3. I think it's going to be a pretty one-sided game. So that's my prediction.
Yeah. I think it'll be kind of a combination of, like you said, the Satellites they're pretty hot right now. But also on the other side of things, Washington Township hasn't had the best season. So I think that the combination of the two is gonna make your prediction right. So I'm kind of predicting the same way. It'd be difficult to put a score on it, but I mean, you had gotten the score right on Monday, so that was pretty cool to see. So I'm gonna go with 12-2 Satellites.
Yeah, I mean, in Washington Township, they've had a tough season this year. They are coming off a win against Morgan Township 3-2 on Monday, but before that, they were on a 4-game losing streak where in those 4 games, they were giving up about 10 runs per game and only scoring 3. So it's going to be interesting to see how they come out and play against a good team against the Satellites. But the last time these teams met was on April 25th. South Central obviously coming out on top 17-6. So they have met before, but the Senators, I mean, they have a decently balanced lineup, but James Kirk is really kind of their go-to guy. They're really, really good hitter. Has the team this year has 4 home runs. He has all 4 of them. He has a 476 batting average, 22 RBIs, and a 1.362 OPS. To put that in perspective, the guy that is closest to him, he has double that. So, I mean, his production, they're going to need a lot of it today. And I'm eager to see how Jacob Omen and Andrew Wazar kind of face him and what their mentality is against him. Maybe they just don't pitch to him. Maybe they try to attack him. We'll see. But eager to see that matchup today with those two. But, yeah, I'm expecting a pretty one-sided game, but hey, it's a playoff game, so anything can happen. And we've had a couple changes of schedule. This game was obviously scheduled to be played at Washington Township, but now it's going to be at South Central. So a little bit of flip-flop there, but nothing that these teams can't overcome. But yeah, we'll game's scheduled for about 5 minutes. We'll get the starting lineups here pretty shortly. Start with the South Central. Zach Hanshire, who'll be playing third base. He'll be batting first. Gavin Gross, the second baseman, made a couple great plays the other day. Remember, Dusty and I thought that one, he jumped out of his shoes, but still somehow came down with the ball, made a nice diving stop as well. So shout out to Gavin for a couple Sports Center top 10 plays the other day, as he'll be batting second. Then Bradley Farrell, Blazing Bradley Farrell, will be batting third. He'll be playing shortstop. Had a really nice double the other day. Helped his team get in scoring position and even stole home. So I think he's a name to watch out for. Bryson Glissick, 2 RBIs the other day. He'll be doing the DH, batting fourth. Jackson Bawes, the left fielder, will be batting fifth. Tommy Sullivan, the first baseman's in that sixth spot. Matt Knight will be playing right field. He'll be batting seventh. The pitcher, Jacob Oman, will be in the eighth slot. And to round it out, Brandon Young, batting ninth, playing center field, will be the end of the lineup here for the Satellites as we head over to the Senators. Leading off for them will be Jack Garzella, playing third base, number 20. Next up is Tommy Landry, the shortstop. He'll be batting second. Then the very dangerous James Kirk, the DH, number 44. He'll be batting in that third spot. Caden Botcher, the pitcher, number 37, will be batting in the fourth spot. Sam Fiffield, the first baseman, number 88, will be batting in the fifth spot. Mike Spicer, the second baseman, number 10, will be batting in the sixth spot. Ethan Geerton, the left fielder, number 24, will be batting in the seventh spot. Nathan Weimer, the catcher, number 7, will be batting in the eighth spot. And Kyan Graves, the right fielder, number 17, will be batting in the ninth spot. And Logan Armstrong, the center fielder, he'll be their utility today. So those are the starting lineups for both teams. It's going to be a pitching battle here today between Caden Botcher and Jacob Oman, as we have the managers going over some.
Yeah, and I mean, if Washington Township's pitcher can work around these batters, I do think that Washington Township can make this game, a little bit interesting. But given that South Central has, they've gotten hot at the right time, I think it's going to be kind of tough for the pitcher for Washington Township.
Yeah, Betcher, it'll be his 10th appearance this year. He's 1-3 with a 6.77 ERA. So he's had a decent season so far. But, I mean, these satellite batters, it's a tough lineup to maneuver around. I mean, obviously leading off, Zach's had a great season. Had a tough game the other day, but he's still batting .279, has 2 home runs, leads the team in home runs, 19 hits. So he's a tough guy to maneuver around, especially in that first spot. Bradley Farrell, just as dangerous, the dangerous lefty. They got 2 really dangerous lefties back-to-back with Bradley Farrell and Bryson Glissick. It's tough to maneuver around those two. And then, I mean, Jackson Boss, I love watching him play. He's just a very good contact batter. Doesn't have a crazy amount of power, but just can put the ball anywhere on the field. He's got one of the highest averages on the team. Also has a .948 fielding percentage, only 2 errors this year, .450 on base. Also has a triple, so they're just a tough lineup to figure out. And I think Caden Betcher is going to have his hands full today with these satellite batters. His first pitch is scheduled here for 5 o'clock, but looks like we're going to maybe push that back for maybe about 5 minutes. Well, not too bad, as Zach Coulter manager for the Satellites. Here's Gavin Gross, batting second. Phenomenal second baseman here for the Satellites. Has worked his way up in the starting lineup as well. Early in their season, was kind of batting in that 6th, 7th spot. Zach Coulter has moved him up to that number 2 spot. I think it's really fit him well as he's being introduced here. Is obviously Zach Hanshire, number 12. Sensational sophomores leading off. There's Bradley Farrell, number 19. There's Big Bad Bryson Glissick, number 7. Dangerous lefty. Here's the catcher, Andrew Wazar. Here comes Jackson Boss. There's Tommy Sullivan, first baseman. There's Matt Knight playing right field. Jacob Omen, your starting pitcher. And Brandon Young, Speedy Gonzalez, your center fielder. There's your starting lineups for your South Central Satellites. They're led by head coach Zach Coulter.
Batting second, number 12, Tommy Landry, playing third. Batting third, number 44, James Kirk, the DH, who will be DHing for number 37, Caden Batcher, who's pitching. Batting fourth, number 88, Sam Fifield, playing first base. Batting fifth, number 10, Mike Spicer, playing second. Batting sixth, number 24, Ethan Gardon, playing left field. Batting seventh, number 7, Nathan Weimer, playing catcher. Batting eighth, number 17, Ryan. Batting ninth, number 18. If y'all please rise.
So we are going to have a number 2 versus number 5 matchup here. Caden Betcher is going to start us off here. His catcher, Nathan Weimer.
Okay, boys, how's the picture?
It's good. I think Dusty may have froze out.
Okay, so how's the picture, boys?
Yeah, it's good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Sorry, I had on mute for a second there.
It's all good.
So, How's the stream's good? Okay, let's go. Some baseball, a little PCC action for you. The defending state champions come into South Central, but they're the home team on the scoreboard. Here, take us off, Aiden.
So Caden Betcher is going to be getting the start today. He'll face Zach Hanshire to lead us off here, playing third base. Nathan Weimer is his catcher. We'll see how the two of them do today. That relationship is very key, especially with a team as fast as the Satellites. So first pitch will be thrown here pretty shortly, and we'll have a good PCC conference rivalry game here in South Central as Zach Hanshire steps up to the plate. Batting .279 this year. Leads the team in home runs. Here comes the first delivery to Zach. Looks like the umpire had some adjustments to do there at first, but first pitch will be underway here.
Yeah, it looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but hopefully there we go.
A little bit of a lag. I think that was a ball. 1-0 here to Zach. He swings through that one, puts that in the gap between third and short. Shortstop can't make a play on it, so that's going to be an infield single here for Zach Hanshire. That is a great start for the Satellites. First man on. Only saw 2 pitches there. Great swing. Because now Betcher has to worry about him at first. Dusty, you think he's going to steal on the first pitch here, or you think he'll take his time?
I think he'll probably be aggressive, but on that last play, Hanshire able to knock it through the 5-6 hole, and already a runner on for South Central as he's going.
As he steals on the first pitch, but he's going to be in time there safely. Good throw by the catcher Weimer, but Zach's just a little bit too fast. So the Satellites already have a man in scoring position. Gavin Gross up to the plate. Sensational second baseman. 309 average this year. 17 hits, 8 RBIs. Great opportunity to get 9 RBIs. As he puts that one in play past the oh, did he catch that? Holy smokes, what a catch there by the shortstop. Great play by the Sentors. Wow, I thought that was getting through for a second, Dusty, but man, he stretched out and was able to make a great play.
Yeah, what a play right there for Washington Township, and there's one down.
That's Tommy Landry out there at short. Great play by him. Now Bradley Farrell, who pokes that one up to center field. Is it going to get down? It will. So that's going to be a double. Zach's coming home. Bradley's thinking about 3. So Zach's going to score. Bradley gets into third, sliding with a triple. Bradley Farrell, way to start this game. What a hit. As the Satellites take an early 1-0 lead here with only 1 out. What a hit there by Bradley, Dusty.
Yeah, Bradley Farrell with a huge triple as he's pumped, and the South Central strikes first.
So now Bradley Farrell's only 1 RBI behind Bryson Glissick for the lead. But Bryson Glissick can get his 26th RBI this season if he can hit in. Bradley Farrell's rough start here for Betcher. These Satellite batters have been very aggressive early. There's another hit up the middle. First pitch swing, and Bryson Glissick, RBI single. 2-0 Satellites. What a start, Dusty.
Yeah, the Satellites remaining hot in this game as Bryson Glissick gets good contact on that one. Satellites go up 2-0.
very similar to his RBIs the other day. Just poked it right up the middle, and the second baseman couldn't get there in time. And Satellites lead 2-0. Still only one out. Jackson Boss up to the plate. So there goes Bryson Glissick. Weimer can't get it, so Glissick's going to be in there standing up. So there's the second stolen base here by the Satellites. Here comes the 0-1 to Jackson. Good play there by Weimer, preventing Glissick from going to third. So it's going to be 1-1 here to Jackson Boss. 377 average this year, has 1 triple, 8 RBIs. Weimer makes another nice play on it. Back to pitcher Caden. Now the count moves to 2-1. The 2-1, big hack there by Jackson. Can't make contact, so it moves to 2-2. Bryson Glissick still on second. Only 1 out here. Satellites up 2-0. Here comes the 2-2 delivery from Betcher. Got him. Strikeout there for Caden Betcher, his first of the day. A good response there by Caden. Now there's 2 outs here. Top of the first. Satellites up 2-0 with Tommy Sullivan up to the plate.
Yeah, huge strikeout there for Betcher, as looks like things were going to get out of hand, but now with 2 outs, a chance for Washington Township to get out of the inning.
It looks like there was a pickoff attempt, but Bryson Glissick will be back in safely. Tommy Sullivan, great batter, excellent fielder as well. 991 fielding percentage, only has 1 error this year. 10 ribbies, 14 hits as he fouls that one off. Here comes the 0-1 to Tommy. Rips that one into left center field. Center fielder gets under it, makes a great play. So that's going to end the inning here for the Satellites. But they did a little bit of damage there, Dusty. They're up 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the first, as Jacob Bowman will be out there on the bump to start this bottom of the first.
Yeah, that's exactly what you wanted if you're South Central. Not only striking first, but also, getting another run. So, I mean, they got 2 runs in the inning, and, that's exactly how you wanted to start if you're the Satellites.
So we head to the bottom of the first. Satellites up 2-0. See how these Satellites do defensively. Great start. for the Senators. Jack Garzella is going to lead off for him here. Third baseman. He takes that one high for a ball. Good eye there by Garzella. Another good eye there. So already 2-0 here to Jack. Tommy Landry's on deck.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, Aiden, but I think this is
Having a little Wi-Fi connection issues here. That one's high. 3-1 here to Garzella. Sorry, Dusty, didn't hear you. Kind of lagged out there from the Wi-Fi. As Garzella gets on with a walk. So good start here for the Senators.
yeah. So the Sentors able to get a runner on base. No, I was just saying that I don't know about you, but this weather is great weather for a baseball game.
Oh yeah, not too hot. You know, it's probably not super humid out there. It looks like that's going to be
Yeah, that one might have dropped.
looks like
Right
that was
field.
maybe a catch there by Matt Knight. A little bit of a lag, but I believe that was a catch there by Matt Knight. So there's the first out of the inning. As now we have the dangerous James Kirk, number 44. This guy is a serious threat at the plate.
Maybe try to refresh the stream.
Yeah,
Maybe.
let's see here. That one's fouled off. I think it's 1-1 here, maybe 1-2. See if the umpire helps us out. Maybe he'll signal. No, he does not. Garzella on first. James Kirk, very dangerous. Good pitch there by Omen. Oof, outside corner, doesn't get the call. Here comes the delivery to Omen. As Garzella's stealing, Wazar can't get it, so Garzella's going to be in there standing up. So the Senators have a runner on in scoring position. Only one out here. Bottom of the first. Satellites up 2-0. Very dangerous James Kirk.
Yeah, Aiden, and so Jacob Omen, when he's on, he's on. So if he can just continue to find the strike zone, he could have a really good game. That one went outside.
So there's the second walk of the inning for Jacob Omen as James Kirk gets on base.
Yeah, and walks at the time, it doesn't seem like much, but they can build up.
Sam Fifield is due up. Number 88. That ball almost gets by Wazar, but he gets back in time. That one is put in play over to the shortstop. Or it's going to get through, so that's going to be one run scoring here for the Senators. Is They cut down this lead to 2-1. Good hit there by Sam. He will be credited with an RBI single. James Kirk is now on second. Still only one out here. Bottom of the first is now Mike Spicer. Second baseman's due up. Shows bunt, pulls back. Shows bunt again, but pulls back again. Good stop there by Weimer. Two 2-0 here. Mike Spicer. Goes to bunt again, but pulls back again. So 3-0. Jake Bowman's having a tough time finding that strike zone. As he throws that one in for a strike. So 3-1 here to Mike. He swings through that one, but it's going to be fouled off to the right. So full count upcoming. Big pitch here by Jacob Omen. Still only one out, so this is a big, big pitch. That one is a pop-up to center field. I believe Brandon Young made the play on that. Matt Knight
might
was
have been
ranging.
fly out.
Looked like either Matt
Yeah,
Knight
so
or
here
maybe
for
Brandon
Jacob Bowman
Young.
now. Now he has 2 outs in the inning. Just one more to get out of this jam.
As Sentors hitter fouls that one off. So Mike Spicer just flew out. Now we got Ethan Geerton, the left fielder, number 24. He swings through that one. Is that one going to get in the bloop shot? It does. What a hit there by Ethan. That one just gets over the first baseman, Tommy Sullivan, as it's going to drop here. We have a tie game here, folks. 2-2. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. As that's going to be a RBI single for Ethan Geerton with the catcher, Nathan Weimer, due up next.
Yeah, and it looks like Jacob Omen just missing his spots right here as
So there's a strike for Jacob Omen. Having a little bit of connection issues here, but hopefully they clear up later in the game. As the runner's going, Weimer decides not to throw it, so 2 strikes here for Jacob Omen. Good start against Weimer. Just on the outside for ball, so 1-2 here, or 2-2 here to Nathan Weimer. That one just a little low, so full count here. That's going to be another walk for Jacob Omen. His third of the inning. Is Kyan Graves, the right fielder, steps up to the plate. Almost threw this whole lineup here for the. That one gets by Wazar. It's a runner from third going to score. He will. So the Senators take a 3-2 lead here. In the bottom of the first, what a response. Down 2-0 in the first inning, but they score 3 runs here. Looks like Satellites are going to have a little conference there at the mound, but Jacob Bowman's having a really, really tough start to this game, Dusty.
Yeah, you kind of feel for Jacob Bowman as he's had a rough start here, and he's allowed 3 runs, so you kind of understand the conference here. I don't know if they're gonna change pitchers or stay with them. Looks like they'll stay with them.
He still has 2 outs here, so let's see if the Satellites trust them enough to just get 1 more, but there's 2 men in scoring position. Don't want to let this lead blow up as now Logan Armstrong steps up to the plate. Or I apologize, still Kyan Graves. Number 17, the right fielder. He takes that one for that looked good to me, but that's going to be a ball. So 2-0 here on Graves. 3-0 on Graves. Omen's still having a tough time finding that zone. A very delayed strike call there. I thought that was ball 4 for a second, but the umpire with a very delayed strike call, so it's now 3-1. Thought he was going to do another delayed strike, but he decides it's a walk. No, apparently that was only three balls. I thought it was 4 as well, but the umpire's keeping track better than me, so 3-1 here. No, I think they're going to tell him that it was ball 4.
Because I think what might have happened, there might have been a ball on him before.
Yeah, there was that pass ball. They threw it over.
Yeah.
I think the umpire just forgot about that. But yeah, that was right. So there's a walk to Mr. Graves. As now we go to the 9th batter here. Senators have just been making Jacob Omen work, but that's a good pitch. Logan Armstrong, the center fielder. Here comes the 0-1. He swings to that one. So 2 really good back-to-back pitches here by Jacob Omen as the count moves to 0-2. Jacob Omen was walking off, thought he had it. Umpire does not give him the outside.
Yeah, looks like he just missed that pitch as that was almost borderline on the strike zone.
We have some more connection issues here, but it looks like the Satellites get out of it. Jacob Bowman gives up 3 there. As now the Senators will take a 3-2 lead here heading into the top of the second.
Now it looks like might restart the stream.
Ooh. So we got a new stream up here. Hopefully this one's a little bit. There's the updated score as Senators have a 3-2 lead here. we head to the top of the second. Matt Knight is due up. And that one is a ball here to Matt Knight. So 1-0 here to Matt. Got 4 stolen bases this year. 306 on base percentage, 8 hits. The 1-0 is swung on and fouled off, so 1-1 here. That one almost hits him high inside, so 2-1 here to Matt Knight. He swings, puts that one in play to left field. Is it going to drop? Yes, it does. So that's going to be a single here. Never mind. It was caught. So that's going to be an out. So Matt Knight is retired here. There's the first out of the inning. As now Jacob Omen, the pitcher, steps up to the dish.
Yeah, and so the Satellites, they see the score 3-2, but they did get 2 runs in the top of the first. So I think right here, just stay aggressive, and you can probably get that run back, even get a couple more.
Omen puts that one in play. That's going to be a single here for Jacob Omen. So little 1-out single. That looked like they missed the throw, so a little bit of miscommunication as Omen was just going to go for a single, but bad play there by the Sentors. Just didn't get the cutoff, and Jacob Omen's easily going to get advanced to second. That's just a mental error there by the Senators.
Yeah, and Omen, just getting on base was huge because, after that the throw allowed him to get to second, so he gets two bases from that single.
Brandon Young, 9th spot. A big game the other day, 2 RBIs, stole a couple bases. That one's going to hit. Looks like it's going to hit him. Oh, nope, he gets out of the way. Here comes the 1-0 to Brandon Young. He rips that one past the... Oh, it's caught by the first baseman. Oof. He ripped that one, Dusty, but right to the first baseman is... looks like there was a double play, I think, at second. Looks like they may have gotten Jacob Omen at second.
Yeah, it looks like they double him up there at second base as he got too much of a jump off of second base and that in the half of the inning.
That was a very quick top of the first, as now we go to the bottom of the second. Looks like Jacob Omen's going to come out here and pitch this bottom of the second. adjusting the scoreboard really fast as we'll start this bottom of the second. As that one is going to be a foul ball here, as we are already at the top of the lineup here to start this bottom of the second with Jack Garzella. Takes that one high for a ball. 1-1 inside, so 2-1 here to Jack. As Jacob Bowman's having a tough time finding his strike zone. That's going to be a hit here for Jack Garzella. He has reached safely in both his plate appearances. Now we go to the number 2 hitter, Tommy Landry, who's made a couple nice plays at shortstop today. That is, I believe that was a ball, so 1-0 here to Tommy. There's a called strike, so good pitch there by Jacob Omen. The 2-0 is, or that's going to be strike 2 here with Tommy Landry. That one's inside, so good eye there by Landry. The count moves to 2-2. Good stop there by Wazars. You head to a full count here.
Yeah, and I think Jacob Omen just really has to calm down and, tell himself that, he can get back in a rhythm.
As he walks his 4th batter of the day, just having a really tough time finding his control with the very dangerous James Kirk, who walked his last time up.
Yeah, and at this point, you got to kind of wonder, do you warm up your bullpen or?
So he's going to be safe at first, but out at second as James Kirk hits into a fielder's choice there. Tommy Landry's out at second as Jack Garzella moves to third. Now Sam Field up to the dish. Still only 1 out here in this bottom of the second. Senators up 3-2. Comes the delivery from Jacob. I believe that was a ball. Here comes the 1-0. There's a called strike, so 1-1 here to Sam. There's another called strike, so good pitch there by Jacob Bowman as the count goes to 1-2. Runner up, they got him in a pickle. So there's some bad base running by the Senators. Is now sac fly opportunity is out. Just caught him napping there, Dusty. Some bad base running there by James Kirk.
Yeah, it looks like James Kirk just got in the pickle, and the Satellite's able to get him out.
So there's the second out of the inning. As there's the I thought that was strike 3 for sure, Dusty. I'm interested to see where that umpire thought that was, if he thought that was on the outside or too high, but that looked really good to me.
Yeah, not really sure where that missed, but call it a ball.
Yeah, boys. I think it was just a little bit off the corner there, I guess. Just a little bit. But it looked like it hit the corner there. Should be out of the inning.
Yeah, I agree, Josh. I'm not sure where he exactly saw that pitch, but that looked like a pretty nice pitch to me. Is that's going to be another walk here for Jacob Oman, his 5th walk of the day. So now we got runners on first and third. 2 outs here, bottom of the second. That's going to be a ball, so 1-0 here. Ethan Geerton, who had a beautiful bloop shot over Tommy Sullivan to get an RBI back in the first. So for his second plate appearance, so that's going to be a ball. So 2-0 here to Ethan. Three and 0, so looks like Wazar wants to come calm down his pitcher here. It's got to be a tough thing for a pitcher, Dusty, when you think you're out of the inning and all of a sudden the ump calls it a ball and now you got to face another batter. It's got to be very, very frustrating, especially when you've had a tough time finding the zone like Oman has today.
Yeah, an out like that, I think it can shoot your confidence a little bit, as exactly like you said. You thought you're out of the inning, but then he walks him.
As he walks Geerton there on 4 straight balls. That's his 6th walk. Is now Ethan Weimer, the catcher, is up to the plate. Or Nathan Weimer, I apologize, Nathan Weimer. It looks like this may be a pitch and change here.
Yeah, that might be it for Oman, as he's loaded the bases and the Senators threatening to score once again.
Looks like they're going to bring Tommy Sullivan from first to pitch here. I believe that is Sullivan, because it looks like they're going to do a double switch here, so maybe move Oman to short. Tommy will move to pitching. Not sure who's going to be playing first base now. I've seen Bryson Glissick play first, but doesn't look like he's out there. Maybe Josh can chime in and let us know who's at first now.
Bradley Farrell moves to the first base here. Oh, Tommy Sullivan comes into pitch here, number 8. Shipped to Boston, esque pitcher here. Trying to get the bases on Bonds-like level here and escape with 0 runs here.
So Yeah, a little triple switch here. So Bradley Farrell was at short. He's going to move over to first. Jake Bowman was pitching, moves to shortstop, and Tommy Sullivan, the great first baseman, will now be pitching. So a little triple switch there. That's pretty cool. Is now there's still 2 outs here. Bottom of the second, Satellites down 3-2. Bases loaded. Let's see how Tommy starts off. He gets that one in the outside corner for a strike. So good pitch as Kyan Graves steps up to the plate. His second appearance today. Pitch from Sullivan is going to be a ground ball there to Jacob Oman, who makes a beautiful throw to Bradley Farrell. So the switch is put in play right away. Jacob Oman's tested at short, but he makes a beautiful throw there to Bradley Farrell at first as the Satellites get out of that jam. They do not give up a run. So they get out of that. They're still down 3-2 as we head to the top of the third. Satellites trailing 3-2.
Yeah, it looks like decision right there pans out for the Satellites as Tommy Sullivan was able to get them out of the inning. I mean, bases loaded. It was looking pretty bad. It was looking like they're gonna let at least one score in the inning, but instead able to get out of it with no damage done.
So we'll head here to the top of the third. We'll get the new updated scoreboard here shortly. Looks like Caden Betcher is going to pitch this top of the third. Gave up 2 runs back in the first. Couple nice hits. Bradley Farrell with a triple, RBI triple, and Bryson Glissick brought him in with a beautiful shot up the middle. Zach Hanshaw got a single, then proceeded to steal second. He will lead off here to start this top of the third.
Yeah, Hampshire has a big pot a little bit here. 2 home runs so far in his year. Let's see if he can get his third here and tie this ball game up.
I like that prediction there, Josh. Maybe he can tie this game with a blast. Maybe he'll pull it to left field, but both his home runs have been to left field, so let's see if he's thinking big swing or maybe as he hits that one over to foul territory. Is that going to get down? Holy smokes, what a play by the second baseman. Had a couple great plays here by the Sentors early on, but hey, that's got to be another nominee for top 10 there, Dusty, as that's a great diving catch there at second. Good play.
Yeah, it looks like that one might have gotten down, but instead, second baseman comes up with a spectacular play.
That's Mike Spicer there at second. Nice play by him. Now there's Gavin Gross fouls that off. So 1 out here in the top of the third. And here comes the 0-1 delivery from Betcher. Nice pitch there by Caden as the count moves to 0-2. Gavin Gross in a little bit of a hole here. And here comes the 0-2. Oh, a little bit on the outside, so 1-2 here to Gavin. Nice stop there by Nathan Weimer. 1-2 is a ball that is going to be foul. Another late delayed call there by the umpire, but eventually the ball does go foul. So 1-2 here again to Gavin Gross. Flew out in the infield his last time up. That ball, is that going to get down? A little bloop shot there to right. Diving play. Can't make the play, so Gavin Gross is going to get in there to second with a beautiful RBI double. Beautiful bloop shot in the right field. Dusty right fielder couldn't make a play on. Is now the Satellites have the tying run in scoring position. Big Bradley Farrell up to the dish.
Yeah, Gavin Gross able to make good contact with that one, and that one drops down for a double.
It's now Bradley Farrell, who already has a RBI triple in this game. Great opportunity to smack in another RBI, especially with his team down a run.
Yeah, big time Farrell coming up. Most dangerous hitter on the Satellites, arguably, with runners on scoring position. When anyone else at the plate here in this crucial moment in this PCC game here, boys.
Yeah, so big at bat here for Farrell. 1 out here in the top of the third. Satellites down a run. Great opportunity to tie it. Caden Betcher still on the mound, throwing a really nice game. I believe that was a ball. Bradley Farrell steps back into the box. I believe that was either he called for time or maybe a step off. Here comes the delivery to Farrell. So I believe, I'm not sure what that pitch was, but the umpire's fingers tells me it's 1-1. So I'm assuming it was a strike. The count moves to 1-1 here. Another ball here, so 2-1 here to Bradley Farrell. Pokes that one foul off to the left, so 2-2. There's Gavin Gross at second. Had a beautiful double. Bradley pokes that one. It's going to get by the second base or the shortstop. So a run's going to score for the Satellites. As now we have a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Satellites tied at 3 apiece. Another RBI for Bradley Farrell, his second of the day, as he gets an RBI single. Don't want to jinx him, Dusty, but he gets a home run and a double. As close play there back at first, but Bradley gets back in time. But like I was saying, Dusty, he's a double and a home run away from the cycle. As that's another close play. The Sentors thought they had him. That was very close. Bradley's back in time. That was a great pick. He's got a great pickoff move. And as he does it again, Bradley was probably expecting it there that time. There's 3 straight pickoff attempts. Now Bryson Glissick, who already has RBI single in this game, is up to the dish. He goes to bunt. There goes Bradley Farrell. He'll be in there easily. So Bradley Farrell gets his 11th stolen base of the season.
Yeah, and so after all those 3 pickoffs, Bradley Farrell steals bases away.
As there's still only one out here in the top of the third, tie ball game. Bryson Glissick up to the plate. Ahead of the count 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Is that
Looks like it might have been RBI double.
That was
Is
score
that
run
right, Boogie?
on.
So that's going to be another RBI here.
That was score
by
run
Bryson
on the
Glissick.
air there, boys.
All right, so the Satellites take a 4-3 lead off an RBI double from Bryson Glissick. As now Jackson Boss steps up to the plate, who struck out his last time up. Good response here in the top of the fourth by the Satellites. May have to move that, adjust the camera shot there, Josh. As Jackson Boss steps up to the plate. Takes that one for a ball, so good eye there by Jackson. One of the team leaders here in on-base percentage. 450, 8 ribbies, 1 triple. He rips that one to left field, but it's just going to go foul. But nice swing there by Jackson. Just got a little bit too far in front of it. Fouls that one off to the left. One out here in the top of the third. Satellites up 4-3. There's a poke up the middle. Does Jackson get it out? Nope. He's going to be out at first, but Bryson Glissick's going to move to third. As now the Satellites have a man on third with 2 outs here. Tommy Sullivan was playing first base, is now going to be doing the pitching duties. He steps up to the dish. Chance to extend the lead here for the Satellites.
Yeah, and that's as good as a sacrifice as now the runner at third. So base hit right here knocks in a run.
Tommy Sullivan's got 10 RBIs this season. As he fouls that one off. Count now moves to 0-1 here on Tommy. Got out of the Satellites out of a tough jam last inning as he came in relief for Jacob Oman. I believe that was too far inside. I think it's a 1-1 here. Here comes the 1-1 from Caden. That one is fair. It's a fair ball. Gets past the third baseman. Caden Betcher can't believe it. Oh, he does. Third baseman does get it, but is not in time. So Tommy Sullivan legs out a single there. He gets his 11th RBI of the season, but more importantly, the Satellites take a 5-3 lead here. A little 2-out rally going as Matt Knight steps up to the dish.
Yeah, Tommy Sullivan showing off the wheels as he's able to beat out that throw and he'll bring in a run.
Now Matt Knight is up, and he flew out his last time up. Good pitch there by Betcher. I believe it was a strike. Didn't see the umpire's call, but I think he got that outside corner. 0-1 here to Matt. He fouls that one off, so 0-2 here to Matt Knight. The 0-2 is not sure if you saw that, Dusty. I think it was a ground out. Not sure exactly. That's going to end the inning here for the Satellites. But the Satellites did their damage as they take a 5-3 lead here going to the bottom of the third. Tommy Sullivan's going to come out here and pitch this bottom of the third.
Yeah, and a great response there by the Satellites as, you know, they were down a run, but they didn't let that get them down. You know, they came back and scored 3 of their own in the inning, and, well, now they lead 5-3.
Five three here as we head to the bottom of the third. There's a last warm-up pitch by Tommy Sullivan. So we will begin this bottom of the third here. A little bit on the inside, so 1-0 here. Doesn't get the outside corner, so 2-0 here. Not sure what the umpire had to say to the Satellites bench, or maybe he was talking to the first base coach of the Sentors. That one's on the outside, so 3-0 here. So four pitches, 4 balls as the Senators get their first men on. No outs here at the bottom of the third. That one's a hit to the third baseman, Zach Canchar. He fields it in time, but he's going to be safe at first. First base coach for the Sentors definitely thought he was safe, made the call there. So that's going to be a single here. Now, Logan Armstrong steps up to the plate. That was a Kyan Graves infield single. Pulls that one back as the runner's going. But he's going to be safe. So very weird steal there by the Senators, but it pays off. So they're going to have a man on first and third here. Still nobody out.
Yeah, and both of us thought that this was going to be a blowout game. But, it just might be a dogfight.
As now they have the runner here in a pickle. He's out at third, so there's the first out of the inning here for the Satellites as the Sentors make a very costly running mistake. They had a man on first and third with nobody out, but now they only have a man on second, one out, so that very much helps out Tommy Sullivan as the count moves to 1-1 here on Logan Armstrong. He takes that one inside for a ball, so 2-1 here on Logan. Goes to bunt. Nice. Other close pitch there. A little bit on the outside, so 3-1 here. There's a good pitch, so full count here, upcoming to Logan Armstrong. Goes to bunt. Inside, another close call. Umpire calls it a ball. As now we head up to the back to the top of the lineup with Jack Garzella, who singled his last time up. Comes the first pitch to Jack. He takes that one for a strike. So 0-1 here to Jack Garzella. Goes to bunt, rips that one to the left field. Can Jackson Boss get it? He does not, so that's going to drop here. But do they get him at third? They do. What a throw there by Jackson Boss. Runner kind of had to hesitate. Wasn't sure if he was going to get there or not. What a throw there, Dusty. That's why his fielding percentage is that good. I mean, he is a staple there. Left field, also a stud behind the plate. But nice heads-up play there by Jackson Boss.
Yeah, able to hose the runner going to third, able to get the second out of the inning.
Now there's 2 outs here. The Senators have kind of blundered a couple of their opportunities here. Had a man on first and third to start this inning. Third guy on third got caught in a rundown, so that got 1 out. And then as that one's in the dirt, then Jackson Boss, that should have been a single there, but second guy on second had to kind of hesitate there. Wasn't sure if that ball was going to be caught or not. As now that ball is popped up. Should be getting out of the inning here for Tommy Sullivan. A little bit of a rough start, but hey, he didn't give up any runs, and that's his job. So Tommy Sullivan gets out of it as we head to the top of the fourth. Satellites up 5-3. As that was a great response there by the Satellites after letting the first 2 guys on here for the Senators.
Yeah, the Satellite's able to get out of the jam and with some spectacular plays along the way.
So the Senators were able to score 3 runs in the first, but unable to do anything since then. Now the Satellites will come here to bat in this top of the fourth. So we'll update the scoreboard here very fast. Sullivan is pitching now for the Satellites. Jacob Omen. I believe it's still Caden Becker here for the Senators. As we'll begin this top of the fourth. Jacob Omen is due up, who singled his last time up. Fouls that one off, so maybe didn't foul off. Check swing. Either way, it's going to be 0-1 here to Jacob Omen. That hits him. So Jacob Omen has reached on both his plate appearances today. That's a leadoff walk here to start this top of the fourth with Brandon Young due up next. Have to imagine Jacob Omen's going to steal here, Dusty.
Yeah, Jacob Omen, he's pretty fast, so I wouldn't doubt it if he steals it here.
Looks like Brandon Young's looking to bunt here as the third baseman for the Senators moves in, but pulls back as Jacob Omen's off on the first pitch, but he's going to be – they don't even try to throw him out at second. They just kind of let him do his thing as he'll get his 17th stolen base of the year. He's now second on the team in stolen bases, one behind Brandon Young. He'll subsequently due up as he looked like he tried to pull it back, but maybe he did pull it back in time. I thought it hit his bat and fouled off, but it's going to be 1-1 here to Brandon Young. Third baseman playing in. So that one's going to get by the catcher as Jacob Omen's thinking about coming home. Oh, almost went from second to third and then third to home. He could have made that, honestly, Dusty. That would have been a very close play, but I think it's smart with no outs, don't risk it.
Yeah, I think it would have been a really close play at home. So, instead he plays it safe, stays at third,
As he will now score the run is that's going to get by the catcher Weimer, but Jacob Orman's going to score regardless. So the Satellites take a 6-3 lead here. The Senators are in a little bit of a cold spell here. Let's see if looks like they're going to bring in a new pitcher. So Caden Becker's day is over. Did have a strikeout. Walked 3 batters, so not a bad day here from Caden Becker.
Yeah, and as kind of looking like the Satellites might do a lot of damage in this inning. So Washington Township switching pitchers.
Now looks like there's going to be a new guy on the mound here for the Senators. Maybe Josh can chime in and let us know who's going to be wheeling and dealing here for the Senators. Any word on who the new pitcher is, Josh, for the Senators? All right, so maybe we'll get that information later.
Wheat comes into the ball game here. He kind of had a Rivera kind of trot coming in for the Senators here.
A little Mariano Rivera, the famous Yankee closer with the beautiful cutter. Carson Wheat. So Carson Wheat's going to be the new pitcher here for the Senators. 7.97 ERA. This will be his 7th appearance this year, and boy, does he have a tough battle here with the leadoff hitter for the Satellites, Zach Hanshire. Goes to pick off Brandon Young, but Young's going to get back in time. Young takes another big lead off of first. Have to imagine he'd be stealing here. With Zach Coulter's tendencies, I would have to assume it's on the first pitch. He is safe. Yep. Stole on maybe not the first pitch, but a very early steal here by Brandon Young, as there's another runner in scoring position for the Satellites, as now he has 20 stolen bases this year, Dusty. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, really remarkable. And, like I said on Monday, if the catcher doesn't prove that he can, make that throw, I would continue to keep stealing bases.
And it looks like that's the Satellites' mindset as Zach swings through that one. So there's going to be the first strike here for Zach. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Takes that one for a ball. Good eye there by Zach. Still nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Satellites up 6-3. As he looks through that one, so that's going to be a strike. So 2 strikes here on Zach. Made a nice defensive play early in the game. Was able to gun a guy at first on a short dribbler. Made a couple good plays here defensively. There's a pickoff attempt, but Brandon Young's going to be back in time. Now the count is at 2-2. Brandon Young at second. Gavin Gross on deck. Doubled his last time up. There goes Brandon Young. So a little hit and run there, but it doesn't work out as he literally. Is this going to be a double play? It is a double play. Holy smokes. So the hit and run backfires on him, Dusty, as That ball is laced perfectly to the third baseman. He makes the tag on Brendan Young and then delivers a strike to first base to get out the speedy Zach Hanshire. That's some great defensive play there by the Sentors.
Yeah, definitely part of the aggression from the Satellites and just doesn't pay off right there.
As it looked like the inning was over, I was going to say I thought there was only 2 outs, but the Senators may have thought there were 3 as they were starting to walk off. But yeah, there's only 2 outs as Gavin Gross, who doubled, steps up to the plate here.
Yeah, it looks like the Senders really wanted to get out of this inning.
Down 3 runs here in the top of the 4th. As that one is I believe it was a ball. That one's hit over to right field. But it's going to be caught there by the right fielder, so the Senators do get out of it. As they keep the score here equal at 6-3. I'm not giving up another run here in this top of the 4th. We will now head to the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and so Tommy Sullivan needs to go right back to dealing right here, you know. He kind of got in a groove last inning, and if he can continue that throughout the rest of the game, then the Satellites have a good chance of winning this one.
Tommy Sullivan will pitch this bottom of the 4th. Was in a little bit of a jam last inning. Had a man on first and third, but managed to get out of it without giving up a run. Also came in the 2nd inning in relief of Jacob Oman. There was a man on first and second, and he was able to get out of that without giving up a run. So Tommy's done some good relieving here. May not be the perfect start he wanted, but hey, he hasn't given up any runs, so that's a win in my book. Now James Kirk, the very dangerous hitter for the Senators, steps up to the plate as he rips that one to right field. Matt Knight's chasing it. He gets it. So there's the first out of the inning here for the Satellites as they retire the very dangerous James Kirk as he flies out to right field. Nice play there by Matt Knight. Range is over as there's a first quick out of the inning here for the Satellites.
Yeah, so 1 hit, 1 out.
Here's that one's another fly out, I believe, or maybe foul ball. Oh, so looks like 2 pitches here for Tommy Sullivan, 2 outs. So he is going very fast here in this bottom of the 4th. As that one's poked over to Gavin Gross, scoops it up, gets it to Farrell. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is probably the quickest inning you will ever see, as it is literally 3 pitches and 3 outs. As that was approximately, I would say, I don't know about you, Dusty, I wasn't timing it, but I would say about a 1:30 inning. Not sure what the world record for the shortest inning was, but that definitely is up there. As we now go to the top of the 5th.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been 5-6 pitch inning, 10 pitches max, and as I said, Tommy Sullivan, you know, he started getting in a groove in the past inning, and looks like he continues that.
Looks like Wheat is going to come out here back to pitch this top of the fifth. Carson Wheat came in relief for Caden Betcher. Nice day on the mound. Bradley Farrell's due up this inning. Bryson Glissick. A couple of big bad lefties. Already have made their mark on this game, but we still have a good amount of game left, so we can add to that as both of them have 4 RBIs combined. So they have done a bulk of the Satellites offense today. Bradley Farrell is a double and a home run shy of the cycle. Bryson Glissick needs a triple and a home run, so 2 cycle opportunities here for 2 dangerous lefty hitters. Bradley pokes that one behind home, so that's going to be a foul ball. 1-1 here to Bradley Farrell. Here comes the 1-1. Looked like not sure if that was high or outside. With this umpire, you never know if it's going to be a ball or strike, so I believe it's 2-1 here to Bradley. He's had a couple interesting calls there behind home plate. Bradley swings through that one.
A little update for you guys. Boone Grove is currently beating Couts Mustangs 2-1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
So we got the number 1 team in Porter County, Boone Grove. The only loss the Satellites suffered to in conference was to Boone Grove. I believe they're ranked, I may have to double check this, but I believe they were in the top 50 the last time I checked in the state. Bradley Farrell pokes that one to short. Shortstop can't. Does get it in time, so Bradley Farrell is retired there on the grounder there to the shortstop. Nice play there at short. Able to retire the first out of the inning for the Satellites. Now we got big bad Bryson Glissick. A couple really nice hits today. Poked one up the middle back in the first. Had a really nice double. I believe it was an error by the Sentors. But nevertheless, as he rips that one into right field, but that's going to be caught. So 2 really quick outs here, Dusty. Man, these last couple innings have been flying by.
Yeah, it looks like both pitchers are having their way, as just like you said, these innings have been flying by in the past couple.
Now Jackson Boss up to the plate. And takes that one for a ball. Want to know here to Jackson. Little high there, so 2-0 here to Jackson Boss. Oh, that one hits him. So Jackson Boss gets plunked. He now reaches base safely with Tommy Sullivan due up next. started this game at first base and has moved over to pitcher. Has done an excellent job pitching. Got the Satellites out of really tough jams. There's a great pitch there by Wheat. Start off Tommy Sullivan 0-1 here. That ball is ripped to the second baseman, but that's going to be a line out right to him as Tommy Sullivan can't believe it. Thought that one was getting through, but another quick inning, Dusty, but the Satellites still have a 6-3 lead here as we head to the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, Sullivan making good contact with that one, just unable to drop it down as second baseman and get that one, and well, another inning goes by.
So the top, I was looking at the time, the bottom of the fourth started about 7:20, and it's 7:32. So those two innings were about only 12 minutes. So very fast couple of innings as we now head to the bottom of the fifth. Let's see if Tommy Sullivan can replicate what he just did back in the bottom of the fourth.
And so Tommy Sullivan with a 3-run cushion, he should be a little more comfortable as they have the advantage here. It's getting kind of late.
We head to the bottom of the fifth as Tommy Sullivan came in relief for Jacob Omen, but the Satellites have plenty of depth in their bullpen. Obviously, Blaze and Bradley Farrell struggled a little bit his last appearance against the Tigers, but he's still a very good closer for them. I have him, Colin Ward, who started a couple games. He has one save this year, so they can always turn to him. Bryson Glissick, also another great pitcher. They can always rely on him to get a couple outs. And Braden Grass, I'm not sure how Zach Coulter would want to use him here, but that one's going to be a single here to start out the inning. So it's going to be a first pitch, first hit single to get the Senators on base here. Good start here by Washington Township as they try and cut into this 6-3 lead by the Satellites. That ball's ripped past Zach Hanshire, third, right down the line. But only going to be a single. Wow, great job by Jackson Boss to track that down. But the first two batters here for the Senators, the first two on is Kyon Graves steps up to the dish. Had a beautiful bloop single back in the first inning. Helped give the lead to the Senators, but they have not been able to score since that first inning as they go to bunt here. But that's a bloop, really bad bunt there. And the Senators are able to get back in time. Wow. Satellites almost were able to turn two there. Tommy Sullivan gunned it back to first, but a little bit of a not wild throw, but a little high as Bradley Farrell can't come down with it.
Yeah, it looked like that play at first closer than it should have been. And
As they looked to bunt again with Logan Armstrong here, but that was the Senators have made a couple really, really bad mistakes, Dusty, with runners on in scoring position, where that's a good pitch there by Tommy Sullivan, but a little high. But yeah, Dusty, we've seen these Senators make a couple costly errors that have prevented them from scoring runs as he goes to bunt there, but there's a great pitch there by Tommy Sullivan. Let's see if Armstrong looks to bunt here again. Yep, goes down. Puts that one push bunt to third, but it's going to go foul. So let's see what the mindset here is for the Senators. Is they're down by 3 runs as the count moves to 2-2.
Boys, let's see if Tommy Sullivan can Houdini himself out of this jam with 1 out here.
Full count here is Armstrong takes the walk. Base is jacked with the leadoff man, Jack Garzella, due up next.
Yeah, and with 1 out right here, Sullivan really wants to get a ground ball. Maybe get a double play, get out of the inning.
Looks like Bradley Farrell's going to move up here a little bit in that inside the green as he takes about 1 or 2 steps inside the infield. As he now backs up behind the dirt. See if they either try to turn 2 here if it's an infield hit, or maybe they try to go for the double play, as there's a really nice pitch there by Tommy Sullivan. Here comes I believe that was on the outside, so there's a ball to Jack Garzella. Now the count moves to 2-2 here, so big payoff pitch here upcoming from Tommy Sullivan. Just on the outside, so big pitch here, full count. As that one's poked to second. Did he catch it? He did. Gavin Gross, but they make up. What a play by the Satellites. They turn 2, Dusty. Tommy Sullivan gets out of another jam. I don't know how he does it, but he does it for a 3rd consecutive time. You gotta give credit to the defense behind him. They really bailed him out there. And Gavin Gross with a beautiful play. Thought he caught it originally, but was still able to turn 2. But the Satellites get out of another tough jam and keep this score at 6-3 as we go to the top of the 6th.
Yeah, Satellites defense able to come in clutch right there as they get Tommy Sullivan out of a huge jam.
So Tommy's not had a perfect start on the mound, but hey, no runs given up. And that's every pitcher you talk to, that's their main goal, main thing that they want to do. And he's done he hasn't given up any runs, so you got to just tip your hat. And he's been very clutch when the Satellites have needed him most, especially with that 3-2 count. Trusted his defense there, didn't throw a ball. Trusted the guys behind him, and they had his back. As we now go to the top of the 6th here. Carson Wheat's going to come out here and pitch this top of the 6th here. As even though this game is being played at South Central, they are the away team. So the Senators will get a couple more opportunities to try and tie, if not take the lead here, but they have yet to score since the first inning, Dusty. They kind of exploded there in the first off Jacob Oman, who had a tough time finding his control and his strike zone, but Satellites have responded since then and not given up a run, as now Matt Knight takes that one for a believe it's a strike on the inside corner, but there's a little bit of a lag in the stream here, so we'll see what the call ultimately is.
Yeah, but the Satellites had a huge response there in the third inning, getting those 3 runs. Tacking on one more, and then 6-3 ball game.
So now we got a little bit of a delay in the stream here. Stay with us here, folks, as we'll get the game back on here shortly. Matt Knight is still up, or he's hit a. Not really sure what happened. Maybe Josh can fill us in as the stream was lagging a little bit there. It looks like that's Jacob Omen on second. Maybe Matt Young got out, but I'm not sure if that's Jacob Omen or Matt Knight on second. Brandon Young takes that one the outside for a strike. Still having a tough time figuring out this umpire's strike zone. It's just very, very inconsistent. That one looked a little outside, but he called it a strike, so I have to respect his call. As Brandon Young fouls that one off, so he's quickly down 0-2 here. Here comes the 0-2 delivery here to Brandon Young. Inside, so he takes that one for a ball. Looks like they're going to do a conference here. Not sure why they're doing it in the middle of the at-bat, but I'm not the manager of the Sentors, so maybe they're just adjusting their defensive lineup, Dusty. I'm not sure what he's telling his pitcher right now, but maybe they're just going over some defensive alignments really fast. Now we'll resume here as Brandon Young has 2 strikes on. Let's see how he does with 2 strikes. He takes that one high, so 2-2 upcoming here to Brandon Young. Here comes the 2-2 to Brandon Young. So strike 3, Brandon Young goes down on pitches as he strikes out. So now Carson Wheat gets his first strikeout of the game. As now Jacob Omen leads off of second here in the top of the 6th. Satellites up 6-3. As Zach swings through that one, but it's going to go foul off to the right.
So it looks like the Senters might have gotten a run in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, it's 6-4.
Yeah, I don't remember if they got a run or not, but I mean, yes,
Maybe
they
when
did.
the stream was a little slow or lagging, maybe they got a run. I was thinking the same thing. I was trying to remember because that's when the bases were loaded, but I don't remember Tommy giving up a run. But maybe we missed out on some action.
But either way, Satellites lead this game as they try to get some insurance here in the top of the sixth.
Looks like the Senators get out of it. Don't give up a run here in the top of the sixth. Carson Wheat to come in relief here for Caden, and he has not given up a run. So a couple of really good relief pitching here by Tommy Sullivan and Carson Wheat. Caden Betcher and Jacob Oman had a little rocky start for both of them, but good relief pitching here by two really, really good pitchers as we head to the bottom of the sixth. Satellites up 6-4. As it looks like going to be a pitching change. I think that's Bryson Glissick. So it looks like Zach Coulter is going to go to his bullpen, bring in Bryson Glissick. The bottom of the sixth here, Bryson Glissick going to come in and pitch. Save opportunity here is that is a ball. Another close pitch there. Wonder if that one was high. I'm not sure. That one's definitely high, so 2-0 here. And he takes that nice curveball. Oh. I think it's 3-1 here. Well, it looks like there's a walk, so a leadoff walk for the Senators as they get their first batter on safely. There's a pickoff attempt. Another ball here. That one's in the dirt. Looks like the runner's going to get in time safely at second, so that's going to be runner in scoring position here for the Senators with only no outs here in this bottom of the sixth. There's another dirt ball, so I believe it's 3-0 here. Batter calls time there. Oh, was that a balk, Dusty? Looked like there was a balk there.
Yeah, so I mean, right there, it looked like the batter had called time, and that might have caused the balk. So, I mean,
Interesting call there by the umps. There's another interesting call. That ball looked a little low, but umpire called it a strike. Not sure why that was a balk, because, yeah, I agree. I mean, he was calling time, so as that ball is hit to the third baseman, or nope, they can't field it. That ball is going to get by Bradley Farrell, so there's a error by the Satellites defensively. Do they get him in time at second? They do. So they botched the play there, Dusty, but they still get the out. That's one of those, should have had him there, but hey, we still got him at second, so they'll take it. But one run's going to score here for the Senators. But that was definitely a little weird there. But hey, they still got the out, so they'll take it.
yeah, and also it could have been, kind of a ball doesn't lie situation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
A couple of questionable calls.
Yeah, that balk one, I agree. I mean, it was clear that the batter was calling time, and I'm not sure what the umpire there. He was behind second, but now he's at first. He was originally at second, but not really sure what his call was there. I'm still don't understand balks 100%, but hey, they're the umpires for a reason, so we got to respect their calls. There's a really nice pitch by Bryson.
Yeah, and I mean, I think in that situation, I think that the umpire should have seen the batter, calling for time and should have put that, in the equation. But I mean, nevertheless, it was a balk, and the Senators get another run. So I believe it's 6-5. It's 1-run ball game.
Very close game here at the bottom of the sixth. 1 out here. Bryson Glisic's on the mound. As that ball is ripped to left field, is it going to get down? It does not, so that's going to be a out. Or nope, it does get down, so that's going to be a single here for the Senators. That was a tough play there and left by Jackson Boss, but they're going to pinch run here. As there's a strike here, so good pitch there by Bryson Glisick. He rips that one foul, so quickly 2 strikes here. Bryson Glisick's got him in his wheelhouse, so let's see what pitch he goes to.
And Bryson Glisick getting ahead here, definitely huge for him. He can work these pitches right here.
As that ball is going to get by Weimer. The runner hesitates, doesn't really run at first, but Bryson Glisick had to go get it. Is that Weimer behind? It looks like maybe they switched their catcher too. Is that Looks like Jackson Boss now.
Can't really see the number, but it might be 32 or something.
Yeah, it looks like
Jackson Boss with the little flip there. Glissick in the stretch. And there's a swing and miss there, folks. Out. Because he is gone.
Next up for the Sentors, number 24, Ethan Gerton.
Oh, yeah, there's a strikeout. So that's going to be Bryson Glissick's first strikeout of the day. As now there's 2 outs.
Yeah, and so with that strikeout right there for Glissick, the Senators will be down to their final 4 outs.
2-0 here. Here comes a 2-0 from Glissick. 3-0 here. There's a strike. So 3-1 here for Bryson Glissick. That one's high, so it's going to be another walk here for Bryson Glissick. So man on first and second here for the Senators.
Yeah, and so if you're Glissick right here, I mean, you don't necessarily want to pitch it right down the middle, but you really want to keep it as in the strike zone. Make the batters, or put the pressure on the batters, really.
Looks like it's either 2-1 or 1-1. I wasn't sure what that ball's fouled off, so there's definitely 2 strikes. So here comes probably the biggest pitch of the game here for the Satellites. Here comes delivers from Glissick. Looks like there's a step off there. So there's another walk here. So base is jammed as the Satellites are only up 1 run here with the bases loaded as now the number 8 hitter here for the Senators, Kyon Graves, steps up to the plate. Looks like we're going to have a pitching meeting here.
And huge spot here for Glissick. So I think this would be a good conference here, whether they change pitchers or just give him some word encouraging words.
Yeah, folks. As what Dusty said, when you have 10 walks so far in the game, it's very hard to be ahead as they are so far.
Looks like they're going to keep Glissick in this ball game with the bases loaded. Kyon Graves up to the plate. I believe that was a ball. Glissick's taking his time on the mound here. Goes to bunt, but pulls back. Believe it's 2-0. Not 100% sure. There's a swing and a miss. Believe it's 2-1 here.
Three and one the count currently. 2 outs. Big moment here.
Now that's going to be a walk in. Oh, no, 3-1. Sorry. Forgot the stream is a little behind here. So full count. Talk about pressure moment. The biggest pitch of the game is right here, Dusty.
Man, 1 run ball game, bases loaded, full count.
And he walks in the tying run. So the Senators have tied this ball game. 6-6. Is now Logan Armstrong, the number 9 hitter, steps up to the dish. Takes that one for a strike. So 0-1 here to Logan. So they get him out. Bryson Glissick strikes him out, but he gives up the tying run.
And so, I mean, you got to give Glissick props for only allowing 2 runs in that inning. You know, his bases loaded. You know, it was looking like the Senators might grab the lead here late, but Glissick able to just keep it to 2. We got a tie ball game here going into the 7th.
Now we head to the top of the 7th, tied ball game. Gavin Gross will be the first one up this inning, then Bradley Farrell, Bryson Glissick. So 3 guys you want for the Satellites are due up here. That one's ripped over to the right side, but it's going to drop foul. Now there's 1 strike here on Gavin. That one's ripped to the shortstop, makes a really nice scoop there at short, gets him in time. So there's the first out of the inning. Now Bradley Farrell is up. So he hits that one to the first baseman. There's 2 outs already for the Satellites. As Bryson Glissick steps up to the plate. Bryson Glissick clobbers that one into the right. So that's going to be a double for Bryson Glissick as he hits that one in the deep right center. As it looks like Alex Newburn is going to come pinch run here for Bryson Glissick. That's the go-ahead run there at second. So Jackson Boss up. Go ahead, run at second. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Ball 1 here to Jackson. Believe that was a strike. Not sure. Believe that was a strike here to Jackson Boss.
Yeah, for Jackson Boss right here, you just want to find a gap.
Looks like the runner just advanced to third, so Alex Newburn is now on third. I'm not sure if there was a pass ball or maybe a steal there by head coach Zach Coulter, but the go-ahead run is now on third. Good stop there by Weimer. Jackson puts that one in play. Oh, he's out at first.
Oh my, bang bang play.
I thought he was safe for sure.
Bang bang. I mean,
Now the
Aiden, that's as close as it gets.
yeah, that was a close play. I thought Jackson was going to be there in time, but close play. There's now the Senators have a chance to win.
Yeah, now the Senators could walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th.
Now it looks like Bradley Farrell's going to come in here to try and push this game to extras. There's a big swing and a miss, so strike one here. Outside, so 1-1 here. One and two here. Two and two. So Bradley Farrell gets a strikeout. First out of the inning here. There's another call. Was that a ball? Did he call that a ball? Not sure if that last pitch was a ball or strike. It looked. That one was definitely a strike. So there's two outs with James Kirk, a very dangerous righty hitter, up. As he pelts that one, but that's going foul. Strike three, Bradley Farrell gets out of it. As we're going to go to extra innings here.
Yeah, it looks like the coach talking to the ump about something.
And if this goes into any more extra innings, I will be taking over from Aiden. So, what do you guys thought so far in the game?
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go with Bradley Farrell earlier when they had that 3-run lead. I was kind of shocked that they went with Bryson Glissick because I feel like he's their best closer. So I was a little shocked that they went with Bryson there. But as you can see, Bradley was able to get the first three guys out. So I think he should stay in the game if this game goes into extras. But these satellite hitters have to get something going here because they've kind of been shut down the last couple innings. So they got to figure something out here. But yeah, I was a little surprised that they didn't go with Bradley Farrell a little bit earlier in this game. That ball is hit over to second, so there's going to be the first out of the inning. Matt Knight is due up now. Swings, puts that one back up to the pitcher. Nice play there by Carson Wheat. As he gets out of the inning is now Jacob Omen is up next. Big swing and a miss there by Jacob Omen. That one is popped over to the right fielder, so that's going to be 3 up, 3 down, as that's a very quick inning here for the Satellites. As first 3 hitters get out as we head to the bottom of the 8th here. I'm going to let Josh take over with Dusty.
Okay. So, Dusty, I want you to stream the game since Aiden.
I'll keep my computer on.
Batting for the Sentors, number 88, Sam Byfield.
Good. Sightfield currently up here. Boom. Strike for the second out here. Just a little bit outside on the curve. Swing and a miss, but runner on first.
Yeah, and so that one gets by the catcher as now Washington Township with the winning run at first base.
Mike.
Dusty, take over.
right, so looks like they're gonna have a pinch runner here for the Senators. Hey Josh, real quick, who's on the mound? Is it Glissick still?
Bradley Farrell.
All right, as Farrell trying to get out of this jam, that one is fouled back.
Up for the 24, Ethan
Pitch.
Gerson.
That one's gonna be in there for a strike as he gets the batter going down as a strikeout. So that'll be one down in the inning. Looks like that one was outside as the count goes 1-0. Looks like the runner's going. Throw down to second is going to be in time as that's going to be 2 down for the Satellites.
Two down here. 2-2 count.
Yeah, it looks like a swing
Hello,
and a miss.
Satellite fans. All Star Autos, a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner and Satellite Baseball. Please go check them out. They specialize in low mileage, high quality vehicles in LaPorte County, leader in the used car business. If you want all-star prices and a great vehicle, go down and contact them below and be an all-star today.
As the Satellites able to get out of the inning now with the chance to take the lead.
Brandon Young currently in the batter's box. 3-0 counts. Here in the ninth inning, 6-6 ball game.
Now batting for the Satellites, number 12, Zach Hanchar.
And Young walks on that one. Hampshire currently up back for 23 for Washington Township, currently pitching. And that is a car-bound fly ball on that one. 1 strike currently. The pitch back here, no go. You guys will see it in a second.
I was wondering about that.
And that ball way over his head. E2 allows Young to go third here. Hampshire looking to do damage after Young goes into the third base bag here. Hampshire currently driving. That's dropping. That's going to be a 2, at least 2 here. Hampshire. Let's drop. There we go. That's dropping. Caught.
Now batting for the Satellites, number 19, Bradley Farrell.
That's a shot. That's a base.
There we
That's
go.
another triple. That is another triple. Yep. He's gonna do it. Oh, that's right. He's getting nervous.
And for the Satellites,
This is my calling. I'm about to charge some money for that one. Don't get a drinks. Of your choice. If I go somewhere else. If we're talking wings, you might do it. He's safe. That's a base hit.
the Satellites, number 32, Jackson Boss.
Oh, yes. Nope. I just didn't do that. Part of the announcement. Counts as, game check. He's not here, but change the
Looks like they're putting grass in next half inning.
for the Satellites, number 8, Tommy Sullivan. Now batting for the Satellites, number 8, Tommy Sullivan.
Let's go, Tommy.
Yeah, all the good teams do. Now batting for the Satellites, number 9, Matthew. Now batting for the Satellites, number 9, Matthew Knight. Satellites get 3 runs on 4 hits.
Sorry, commercial.
Let's get 3 runs on 4 hits.
Every Sunday, eating delicious table top ice cream between. Oh yeah.
Now batting for Sentors, number 17, Ryan Groves.
Shake it off, you okay? Very long break.
For the Senators, the center fielder, Logan Armstrong.
Punch him out! Come on, Logan! There we go! Get it there, Jackson! Come on, boy. Right here, Zach. Move on, Zach. Right there.
Hey, deep breath, deep breath.
Go, Zach, you got this.
Come on, Zach. You got this. Let's go 1-2. There's only one person.
Now batting for the Senators, number 20, Jack Garcella.
No strikes, though. Good catch.
Oh, trust me, you don't got
Here we go, Jack. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jack. Let's go.
Satellites are victorious tonight, 9-6 in 9 innings.